Yachty. I'm a bastard bloke, we got tropical pineapple, chocolate, blood up to evil bastards, a jackalope. You want a half a coat with a cast of boat? Yeah, I got chronic, I want half the toe. Go ahead, rookie, call your plastic foe. Chase to have a smash for you, grab a smoke, confess, no joke. More like all she wrote. Drop the beat, pause a note. Jasper's here, well that's awesome, dope. Only here to tell you that it's all a hoax. Unlike Mach 1, lots of guns, so lots of fun. Probably at a strip club, not spending a one. Wanna play a game? Well, this is how it's done. Creativity is our only freedom. We can't dream schemes if we can't even peep them. 2013 and catch me on the weekends. Looking for something to see my teeth in. Need to eat the flesh. Cannibalistic, priest, if easy mess. Your beat stay fresh. I'm from Little Rock where the river divides. Loyalty seems so hard to come by. Conspirators coincide, another guy decides on homicide. Kids get high on both sides, I lift my head aside. Reconsider my design. Shots of liquor provide a way to prod lies. From in between glass and cat eyes, thighs, I despise you guys. I got a repetitive set of fists that'll settle this. Setting my hands on a sedative, man, it's like a sedative. Ready, bitch, negative. You know that I'm better, kid. Taste my pancakes, they're too delicious. I got a jackal inside my brain. It makes me laugh when it calls you names. I think it's all fake. I think it's all vaccines. I think it all ain't. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream.
Adam 44, Little Rock, 1024. 30 East to 40 East with David Adam 854299, EA 854299 on a black Dodge Journey. Arkansas State Police. You must be in quite a hurry. You ain't done the speed limit since back on 630. It's 77 and a 60 right here. You've been doing 70 plus since on 630. They got signs there that say speed limit. Right, and tell you. Yeah, we got them here. You passed several of them, and you passed several cars trying to weave in and out of traffic, getting around people. You got your driver's license, registration, insurance for me? Yeah, go ahead. How long have you lived in Arkansas? Yeah, because you got an Arkansas license. So you know the speed limit's here then. It's whatever paper you got that has the vehicle info. Yeah. And then your insurance. So you bought this car back in December? Why don't you have a registration yet? You got the insurance? Do you have current insurance on it? Because it may not show, that's what I'm asking. Alright, give me just a minute, I'll be right back, Miss Starks.
35, go up. 35, go ahead. 47. 43. Careful, Thirty west, Star Springs off frame, 30 west, Star Springs off frame, 10, full oil vehicle in the dark gray, full oil stand. 10-4 traffic. I'm going to do a right, UGL 98. Yep. Yes, sir. 1035. We're just going to take 10-8, 219 to that crash gate, 46. It's not working regularly. Careful. Yeah, 130 west, 133, 1022. Order on crash, no work here. 46, 1047 on in. 935, 25. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm out on a stop. So I've got a lady, bought a vehicle back in December. I'm guessing she or a family member owns the car dealer because her last name is Starks and she bought it from Starks Auto Plaza. She's got a temporary license plate that's good till July 10th, but she bought this vehicle in December. So they're issuing temporary license plates past the 60-day mark, which I know they can only do the original 60 days. After that, you have to go to the DMV for an extension. But do you know...
Well, I bet what they're doing, if that's the case, I bet what they're doing is that dealership... I'll let him finish talking. Black on the original. I bet that dealership is continuing to issue her temp tags if it's a family-owned place.
That's what I'm saying. They just keep issuing a new one, but
yes,
her bill of sale is dated December 27th.
Yeah, so I ran across that before too.
Yeah, because I know
and
you can get an extension for your 60 days, but you have to go to the actual DMV for that, not the dealer.
You're going to have paperwork if you go that route. So if you want to write them a ticket for it, then I think you have justification all day to write it. If that's what you're asking, I don't know.
Well, and I just didn't know if you knew the statute off your head for the dealer portion of it, where they're not supposed to be doing that, where it says what they can or can't do. 'Cause I know it's in there, but
it would just be a misuse of dealer tags.
It'd fall under dealer tag, even though it's a temporary.
Or you could do. Hold on real quick. Let me pull over real quick and read this. And I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
Yeah, because I know I've looked it up, because I ran into that myself in the past about getting an extension past the 60 days, and then had to go to the DMV, and the DMV
improper
people.
Use of there's also a statute about improper use of specialty plates.
Well, and it's not
what that would probably.
You think that would be a specialty plate for the temporary? I mean, she still failed to register because she's had more than 60 days from her bill of sale. So I know on her part.
Have you asked her how she has a
Not
tag
yet.
good till July? Yeah, I bet if you asked her, and see if she tells you the truth, and then if she doesn't, then you could probably bluff her on it. Or not bluff her, but just tell her, like, hey, I know you're lying because these are only good for 60 days. Yeah, it says right here.
Well, she even said. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
It says temporary pre-printed paper tags issued to manufacturers or dealers for transport purposes shall have the following, that's following information. May be required by the office of the reprinted paper tags shall be shown in the tag replacement by the office. The expiration date shall be given. Well, that just talks about, I think you could get away with writing this improper use of specialty plates because it talks about issuing paper tags. The expiration date on the paper tag shall be shown, but it also talks about the reissuance issued to make sure.
What's that statute number?
1701. Person's delivery. No, never mind then, because it talks about right here. It's for the dealership to transport or operate for the sole purpose of delivery. Upon displaying a special plate here. Yeah, it just talks about the dealer being able to transport it actually with the temporary tag on it.
Yeah.
So I would just do expired registration.
Yeah, and just let her know that they're not supposed to be reissuing that, because that can go back on their dealer license, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, 100% it can. Yeah, I stopped the car one night, and the guy told me the same thing, that he had bought the car, and then somebody at the dealership had reprinted him a new temporary tag because he couldn't afford the sales tax, so they extended it for him.
Yeah. But yeah, and this is not even like they did it one time. We're looking at, I mean, this is good till July. They just redid it a few days ago.
Yeah, that would have been December to February, and then February to May,
April.
And then now May to
Or
July.
April.
So that's the third.
April, yeah. This is like, yeah.
That's the third temporary tag that she's had on that car then.
Yeah, and still
Yep.
running it through July.
Correct.
Oh.
So.
Alright.
Or if you don't want to issue a ticket on it, then you could tell her, just tell her that they're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff, and that you're going to push that. You're going to push the issue up to the Department of Used Motor Vehicles, just to kind of more so just to call the bluff and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this, and I'm going to take this up to the Department of Used Motor Vehicle and let them handle this. And then basically that'll, you know, when she goes back and tells the company, I guarantee they'll be like, we're not issuing you those anymore. We're not having our license pulled.
Oh, she don't even have insurance on it.
Oh, yeah. Then I would just cut her for everything. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If she wants to fight it in court, then that's on her.
And I'll just give her a heads up. That way she can let her family know, or whoever know, at this dealership, so she'll get this registered like she's supposed to, and it won't come back on them none.
Yep.
So, all right, that's what I was making, because I knew there's some statutes about for the dealer portion of it. I just couldn't think of it off the top of my head. I didn't know if you happen to know it. That way,
no. Now there is.
Because I know they've got regulations on that about. Because I've read it once before about the whole, they can only do the first one, then after that you have to go to the DMV to get requested an extension. But I can't remember. I'm going to have to dig to find that specific one.
Well, there's also there's a different statute too that falls under like the misuse of temporary tags.
Mm-hmm.
So that would fall under like people creating their own tag themselves and putting it on their car. And,
yeah,
you know,
which, I mean, like this one, they're doing it under the dealer's name.
Correct, yeah.
So.
That's why I said I think you could get away with the dealer misuse.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Well, here's the statute actually here for it. You want to type this statute in? Well, yeah, type this statute in real quick.
What you got?
27-14-1705. It says cardboard, but when you read it, it's a temporary paper buyer's tag. Because it talks about allowing anyone else to misuse a temporary pre-printed paper buyer's tag shall be fined no more.
Issue temporary pre-printed buyer's. Yeah, they have to go to the.
Yeah. So you could write her a warning for that one, and then just write her the tickets for the expired registration and no insurance. But at least give her that one for a warning. So.
Yeah, here it says they can issue one additional one, but it's supposed to be for 30 days only.
Yeah.
Past the original 60.
Yeah, I think if you, and that's under the same thing I just gave you.
So you're saying warning for that and not issue the, because I already issued her one for expired tags. Or failed to register. No, I issued her a ticket for failed to register.
Okay, did you give her a ticket for the insurance too?
Yep.
Yeah, and then I would just give her a warning for that and say, hey, here's your ticket for failing to register your car, and here's your warning for the dealership misusing these tags, and you need to let them know they don't need to be doing it.
Yeah, because that way they've got the...
She's obviously aware of it.
That way she's got the statute number.
The statute, yes, exactly.
14.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, that's the statute I knew there was one...
Correct. I thought, in my head, I guess I thought you meant just the misuse of it.
But I knew there was one that specified, like, when they could issue and when they could no longer issue and stuff. Like, had the, you know, the time frame. And that one's
because if she works for that dealership, then she could have those tags, you know, on the car. But you're saying that she bought it in December, therefore that's her personal car.
Yeah, this is her personal. Yeah, and it says her name.
So
when you run the tag, it's coming back to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're printing this so she can personally keep driving. All right, let me get up here and let her cut her loose then. Thank you.
Yeah,
temporary tag. Is the dealer, is that a dealership you're related to or something? Because I see it says Strong, same last name. So, how are you getting a temporary tag when you bought the car in December? that they should have issued one from December, correct? For 60 days? It goes from your date of sale. Alright, so here's the deal. Alright. You have only 60 days from the date of purchase to register a vehicle. Okay? You have to go through the DMV to request extensions for that. They can't just keep printing paper tags for additional time. Right? That actually falls under dealer misuse of temporary tags, and that can go back on their used car dealership license. They can revoke their license for doing that. Okay? So, don't know all the circumstances. I'm not going to ask you to explain all the circumstances. I don't know. We're not going to get into all that. But whoever's printing them shouldn't be printing them. Okay? Past that 60 days. The statute reads they can do you one extension for only 30 more days past that. So once 90 days hits, you can't have a temporary license at all. And even then, you're still past your 60 days for registration. Alright? So, I gave you a warning on the tag back there for them printing you a tag that you shouldn't have. Okay? So that way you've got a copy of that and you can take it back and show them if anybody wants to look into it more. That way they can correct that and not lose their dealer license. Okay? For you though, I did write you a ticket for the speeding, no liability insurance, and the fail to register. Now the no liability insurance and the fail to register, if you get them fixed, take that to the court date and show that you've gotten it all corrected. A lot of times they'll work with you on that. Okay? So for the ticket portion, it's going to go through North Little Rock District Court, which is actually right over there. It'll be right on the other side of those bridges there. But their address is right there. It's not until June 30th. So between now and June 30th, the sooner the better, fix that. That way you can show them a paid receipt or something that with the dates, and they'll work with you a lot of times. If you don't want to mess with all that, they've even got a web page on the back. Okay? You can just go online in a couple business days and look it all up online. Alright. This one here is the warning. This has the misuse of dealer statute, so they can look it up and read through it all. Okay, what they're allowed and what they're not allowed to do on that. Alright. That's what I was looking into, because I know there's stuff about it and it took me a minute to find it, so I can get it for you. Okay? But keep that, because you're going to need that for the DMV, you know. You have any questions? Okay. Slow down through here. Alright. And then, like I said, get your tags fixed, get your paperwork in order, alright? Did they radio check me? Oh.
They got you at the wrong location. They have to check your status of company.
Yeah, I was on the phone with Byrd because she's got that tag. She bought the car in December, but has a July temporary tag.
Is it fictitious?
No. Her last name is Starks. She bought it from Starks Auto Sales.
I would have taken it and turned it into the used car people down at
Well, so I didn't take it, but I told her, I wrote her a warning for the misuse of it and told her to take that back to the dealer, because that's why I was on the phone first. I was like, I know there's a statute. I was like, do you know off the top of your head if you've dealt with them? And he found it while I was looking through too. But now I wrote her for fail to register her insurance and all that, because she still passed her 60 days. 90, even if she had gone the proper route for an extension. So. Now you showed up and I was like, oh crap, did they radio check me?